what we're trying to do here really is explore the impact of Irish food in other nations and how those dishes have influenced American dishes with the melting pot of other cultures. We're cooking here on the hearth crane crook. This is the implements that those first Scotch Irish or Irish would have cooked on. And we have the crane here, which is actually a replica taken from one of the big houses. And we also have the crooks here. And the crook basically was like the knob of your cooker, where you could have moved it up and down, moved the pots up and down to prevent the food from burning. And there was great skill actually cooking on the hearth and on the pot oven here, where people would have baked breads. There was great skill also determining which coals to use. They put on top of the lid here to prevent the bread actually from burning. People would have baked breads a lot. Those first Scotch Irish that left here and impacted on other nations took foods with them. The likes of corned beef, cabbage, boxty, and names like the Gettys and the McCains would have taken those foods with them. Now, corned beef really was the biggest export in Ireland in the 16th and 1700s. And corned beef gets its name from the salt crystal that was used to corn or cure the beef, and it was the same size as a grain of corn. And the Irish would have sourced their salt from Portugal and the Mediterranean and France and that. So a great dish. Actually, they take to the New World, and really popular now in America and throughout the world with the Irish diaspora. So we have a piece of corned beef here, ready. And this brisket has been cured and salted and spiced for up to a week, and then it's cooked for about 3 hours. As you can see the pink grain through it there, that's the curing process of the corned beef itself. And we have our boxty. This is another great dish that travelled the New World with the Scotch Irish. Really, it's one of those dishes that developed on the American hash browns or the melting pot of other cultures. You had your Swiss rosti, you have your Jewish latke, which is very similar to the boxty. And this boxty here has just been sliced potato, which is like slithers, if you like, of potato itself, and a wee bit of flour added and salt and pepper. So we'll serve it on 4,000-year-old bog ewe. So this is a boxty, and then we have our corned beef. And then another great accompaniment, obviously, is the cabbage. So we've got our lovely green spring cabbage here. And then another thing that would have been really prominent at the time too would have been turnips. Turnips are in great demand in the 1800s. A few turnips, and a really underrated vegetable it is. Lovely sweet turnips. Then you have your carrots. So what I've done really here is we're going to finish it with sauce where the spices have been used with the corned beef. The likes of star anise, cardamom pods, so a few of those spices that we've used to cure the actual corned beef itself will be used here for the sauce. There you have it, corned beef, boxty and cabbage, a modern interpretation.